Wear one of these to your next holiday get-together and you will be the center of attention. One of the strongest, boldest, and most masculine on this list is Boss Bottled Elixir. It's not for the faint of heart. It's a lot of resins, spices, very Middle Eastern and bold. Also projecting warm and seductive, man. This is like ambers. They're going to be just, bro, you're going to be a walking pillow.
My pillows.
Your chesticles are going to be pillows. You're going to be walking around with pillows on your chest with Boss Bottled Elixir. You might want to have, or make sure they have just a little bit of a struggle because that's kind of what this smells like. It smells like a man with hair on his chest. Performance, it's absolutely nuclear to the next freaking day. Spray this on no more than about 7 sprays. Otherwise, you will knock them in their tracks. If you want a more mild version of this, get the Absolute. It tones down that spice, the Middle Eastern funk. It makes it a lot more wearable, but it's fantastic. Both this and the Absolute are treading into niche territory. Next one, you're gonna be walking around smelling like a damn ice cream. It's Noir Extreme. It's still good. It's still relevant. It smells great. If you want something that tones down some of that kulfi spice and makes it more ambery and sophisticated, go with the Parfum. I personally love that magic of the spice with the original, and I prefer it, but both of these will work. Also lasts pretty much the entire day. You won't need more than about 10 sprays for either of these, but be prepared to be edible because that's what you will smell like. So look, this one, it doesn't necessarily remind me of like, you know, festive times. When we think holidays, you're thinking like spices, you're thinking nutmeg, pumpkin spice lattes and shit like that. This one smells like orange jam and spices. So it's a more floral style DNA with a rooty and thick backbone that's going to kill it during the winter time. You're gonna get complimented with this because it smells floral, soft, but also has that jammy marmalade vibe. Gucci Guilty Elixir Parfum. It's not cheap, but it performs like crazy. I'm not even the craziest about this, but during the holidays, this is one that's gonna get you noticed. This one and a lot of other fragrances are gonna have spices in them because that's what generally wintertime holidays include. Cinnamon, peppers, black pepper, etc. And this one includes leather and some iris. It's called Spice Bomb Dark Leather. It's not the strongest of the lot, but it will last you a good 7 to 8.5 hours. If you want the most mysterious and alluring of them all, it's going to be the dark leather, but it is rather soft in its projection. And like I said, not the longest lasting one. Still though, it keeps and holds on to that description. Mysterious, reserved, sexy at the same time. With something like Extreme, which also works, it's not as mysterious. What you get is what you give because you're smacking everybody with your scent profile, which is also amazing. It just really depends on the mission you're trying to accomplish. So with this, Spice Bomb Extreme is going to be also awesome. The original is going to be great, and Night Vision EDP. Those are the best ones out of their lineup, with this one coming in somewhere at the 3rd place after the Night Vision EDP. Extreme, Night Vision EDP, and then Dark Leather. And they're relatively close, the Night Vision and Dark Leather, in terms of my personal taste. Next one is the Givenchy's Eau de Toilette Intense. Don't let the name fool you because although it's Eau de Toilette, it is pretty damn strong. That intense, it actually is intense. If you like that makeup buttery style of iris, you're gonna like this one. It does have this cosmetic vibe, and it screams in terms of its projection. Buttery and floral iris with that spiced woods. It's cardamom, cypress, iris. There's tonka bean, very mild sweetness, but it's all about that iris, man, and it's phenomenal. If you like DHI vibes, you definitely need to get your nose on this. Underrated and solid performer. This for the winter time is something where you want to kind of transition into the nighttime. You're going on maybe like a holiday date, etc. This will be perfect for exactly that. All of these really will, but this one more so focusing on that seduction. Next one is called Tom Ford's Eau de Ombre Leather. This was released during the summertime, but I swear this is going to be so good during the winter, and it's very specifically because of the high dose of coriander. This is Tom Ford's version of, well, he's not Tom Ford anymore. It's almost like they took Baby Cat and added the note of Cass Cologne, which is like, it adds like this melon watery capsule around the fragrance, making it a bit fresher, and their signature ombre leather undertone. It smells really good. On initial impression, I was like, this is weak sauce, man. Eau de Toilette, I sprayed it on and I let the magic happen. You can wear this all year round. It's gonna shine the best during the winter, but it also did just fine during the summertime with a certain amount of sprays. But if you want the best season, now and the holidays is gonna be exactly that. Next one is called YSL Myself Le Parfum. This also released in the summertime, and it was, I think personally, the worst time to release this because it was a thicker scent profile, close to that of the original Myself. It's that African orange flower, which Gucci Guilty Intense has in common with the original of this, and they all have like this fabric softener style DNA. It's fresh, it's clean, you just got it out of the laundry. This one, in comparison to YSL Myself, takes that orange flower, so that fresh and soft floral note that you guys get, and intensifies it, makes it more jammy and richer. Imagine if that orange note or the orange smell you're getting intensifies and turns it to something a bit more syrupy. Now add a pretty decent dose of black pepper and other peppers, and you end up with something like this. Still in the same family, in the same vein, but richer, thicker, denser, and more long lasting and projecting. YSL Myself Lip Parfum. It does not serve as a replacement, but it is going to be much better than the original one for this season. Next one up is called Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. This gets compared a lot to like fragrances like Stronger With You, etc. And I can understand that, but this focuses a lot more on like forests, woods, etc. And I think it might have notes of like pine, etc. You know, pretty coniferous style of woods. It's dry, it's very woody, but then it also has like this relatively sweetened dry down. And I think it's coming as an undertone from some resins. So if you're looking for sweet, that's not what it's going to be, but it's going to suggest and hint towards those accords. So for those of you who are a bit more grown, you like the whole Stronger With You vibe and wave that's happening, this would be a more approachable and safe alternative to that. It smells great, it's gonna get compliments, and it lasts for a solid 8 hours at least for me. It's very fitting for the holidays, dinners, dates, etc. Next one up is from PDM. Honestly, at this point, it was like, what do I do? Do I really talk about all the PDMs that work for the holidays? But the reality of it is that they have a lot of spiced, bold, and pretty definitive fragrances that pack punches, and that's perfect for exactly this season, the holiday season. Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever it is that you celebrate. Layton is perfect. It works. It's got this apple and spice vibe, geranium. It works and it smells fantastic. Also gets compliments. Altair, it's like vanilla spice. So this is the season. And then there's also Wajan, which is a cinnamon bomb. So obviously it's going to be, you know, related directly to the basic B season of pumpkin spice lattes because of the fact. So here's Wajan. And then lastly, I would personally say that even Haultain would work for this season because it's got like oud, saffron, it's spicy, it's warm, it's ambery, and it also has that oud. So I didn't really want to focus too much on this, you know, showing you guys a bunch of PDMs, but they do smell good. And I promise it's not a sponsored video by PDM, but PDM, you should probably sponsor this video. And before we end the video, I'm just going to go ahead and randomly pick out some from behind me, including Angel Share. Angel Share is obviously going to be one of the freaking best ones this season, but not only that, it'll give you the longevity and the performance that you're looking for. Baby Cat will work this season. It'll smell fantastic. You don't want Aventus Absolute for this season. The AROMATIX Carnal Desire and Royal Taboo is perfect for this season as well. Royal Taboo will work not just for the wintertime, but also into other seasons. And lastly, to end things off with one that's probably less known, it's called Soul Batik by Moresque. It to me smells like a spiced version of Grand Soir by MFK, and it smells even better for less than $100. Niche Moresque Soul Batik. Vanillic, spiced, warm, ambery, sexy, and unisex. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These are going to be the best holiday fragrances for 2024. Let me know down in the comment section which one of these you're planning on wearing, or just in general, what fragrance are you wearing this holiday season? If you're rocking one of these, W. My name is Neeb. Thank you for tuning in to AROMATIX. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Wear these to your next holiday get-together if you want. Yeah.